This is lesson number 7, and in this lesson we're gonna do color correction and paint the lighting effects to bring this to life. So I'll start by grouping the two peels together and name it peel because I'm gonna do color correction to both of them. Inside the group, I'm gonna add a curves adjustment layer and darken it a little bit. You can see this adjustment layer is affecting everything, but I want it only to affect the peel. So, of course, you can clip it to the group, but I wanted to show you a quick tip, which if you select the group and change its blending mode from pass-through to normal, any adjustment layer inside the group will only affect the group, and I actually prefer this method because it helps me stay organized and not worrying about creating clipping masks over and over again. Alright, next I'm gonna add a color balance and increase the reds quite a bit. Then add magenta and add blue. As you can see, that looks a lot better. Alright, so that will be plus 72, minus 60, and 35. If you wanna copy the numbers, feel free to do so as I'm going through the course. Next, I'm gonna group the bottle and add a color balance adjustment layer. I'm gonna add 55 red. First, let me change the blending mode to normal. And then add some magenta, not too much. And then some yellow. And that will be 55, minus 6, and minus 33. In shadow, I'm gonna add 27, minus 4, and minus 6. And in highlights, plus 14, plus 1, and minus 4. You can see that this adjustment layer has ruined the blues of the label. So to fix this, you can add a layer mask, of course, or you can add a selective color. Then go to magentas and decrease yellows all the way to minus 100. Alright, so now we are gonna start painting lighting effects. I'm gonna add a new layer in background group. Grab the brush tool. Choose the same color and click once. Then change the blending mode to screen and scale it up. Next, add another layer. Choose a brown color. Click once and change the blending mode to multiply. I'm gonna scale it down and reduce the opacity to 40% by hitting 4 in the keyboard. If the brush tool is selected, it will change the flow to 40%, so make sure to switch to another tool like the hand tool. I'm gonna duplicate the layer and scale it down and reduce the opacity to 20%. Or you can switch to soft light or overlay and increase the opacity. I'm gonna group these layers and name it shadow. Now I'll go to the bottle group and add a new layer. I'll use the same orange color again, then I'll load the bottle into selection and fill it using Alt backspace. Next, I'm gonna make a copy of it and bring it to the bottom and add a Gaussian blur. About 78 radius is good, then click OK. I'm gonna change the blending mode to screen. Then I'm gonna activate this layer and do the same thing. This time I'll reduce the blur because I don't want it to exceed the bottle. This one is gonna be outside the group. I'm gonna hide it for now and add a layer mask to the first one and mask this area where the peel is. I'm gonna do the same thing for this layer as well. You can copy the first layer mask to this layer if you are feeling lazy by holding Alt and dragging it to this layer. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. I'll see you in the next one where we will be adding water droplets to the bottle.